Welcome to This Explainer. In our crazy, fast-paced, digital-first world, there's just something incredibly magnetic about slowing down to actually look at a tangible piece of analog art. Today, we're going to deconstruct a hand-drawn portrait that captures an unbelievable level of intensity, and we'll discover exactly how the artist pulled it off, literally line by single line.
So, let's frame why the medium itself matters so much here. Look, digital art is absolutely incredible, right? It gives you infinite possibilities, endless layers, and of course, the luxury of the undo button. But ink on paper, wow, that is raw permanence. With a ballpoint pen, there is no Control-Z. Every single mark is a total commitment. That instantly raises the stakes for the artist, and honestly, it transfers this really unique tension directly to us as the viewers.
And you can actually feel that exact tension in this breathtaking ballpoint pen sketch by artist Jay Salian. The subject here is Indian cinema icon Thalapathy Vijay. Now, if you know his filmography, you know he's famous for this massive, explosive screen presence. Yet Salian totally flips the script. He doesn't give us the action hero here. Instead, he distills all of that on-screen charisma into a moment of quiet, really heavy intensity.
Section 1. The Pensive Profile.
To truly understand the impact of this piece, we've got to look at Salian's compositional choices. Notice the stark contrast here. When you place this intimate side-profile thinker pose right next to one of his more active, smiling sketches of Vijay, the artist's intent just clicks into place. In the smiling sketch, the superstar is engaging directly with us. But in the profile, Salian completely strips away that cinematic drama. Vijay is locked in this high-focus seriousness, kind of just completely ignoring the viewer.
It's all in the body language, right? With a hand resting so delicately near his chin, the portrait evokes a deep contemplation. It's almost like the quiet before a storm. This specific posture allows us to see way past that loud superstar persona, offering us what the source material perfectly describes as a true glimpse into the character's soul.
Section 2. Mastering linear hatching.
So how does he actually physically execute this kind of mood on paper? Well, if you look really closely at the intricacies of the face, you'll see Salian completely avoids the luxury of smudged gradients or soft shading. Actually, he relies entirely on his signature linear hatching style. Every single bit of shadow is created by drawing distinct, separate lines. It leaves the artist's raw process completely exposed for us to see.
What's just fascinating to me is how these specific, clean vertical lines do such heavy lifting. They aren't just texture. They map out the complex anatomy of the face and define the sharp contours of the jawline. They group so densely together to create deep cheekbone shadows, and then they curve ever so slightly to detail intricate hair strands. I mean, it takes immense discipline to build depth and contour like this. Literally, one wrong line and the whole proportion is ruined.
Because of this strict adherence to linear hatching, the technique results in a piece that feels both organic and architectural. It's organic because, well, it's a human face, but it's architectural because you can literally see the structural beams, the inclines, holding the image together. It naturally guides our eyes through the interplay of shadow and line, resulting in an energetic, rhythmic capture of light and form. You don't just see the shadow here, you can actually feel the rhythm of the artist's hand creating it.
Section 3. A mark of excellence.
Zooming out from those intricate lines, we really have to recognize this as a physical, tangible artifact, and every great hand-drawn work deserves its seal of authenticity, for sure. The signature is absolutely paramount. It's way more than just a name tag. It serves as a firm stamp of ownership and a true promise of quality from the creator straight to the viewer.
Down in the bottom corner of the piece, there's Jay Salian's official signature. This simple addition of ink does something super vital. It grounds this moody, ethereal representation of a superstar squarely in the reality of the artist's studio. It's a powerful reminder that this wasn't just generated in a fraction of a second by some algorithm. No way. It was labored over, stroke by painstaking stroke.
Ultimately, this is so much more than just a fan tribute. It is a bona fide masterclass in pen and ink portraiture. By focusing so intensely on the interplay between shadow, line, and expression, Salian has frozen a fleeting moment of contemplation. He's taken a highly recognizable face and turned it into a profound, universal study of human emotion.
I want to leave you with a big question to ponder. When you consider the sheer emotional depth achieved here with nothing more than a standard ballpoint pen and a piece of paper, ask yourself, how does a simple pen capture the complexities of a human soul?
In a world that is increasingly saturated by infinite digital pixels, the raw, unyielding discipline of a simple pen might just be the most powerful tool we have for capturing real human truth. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and hey, I hope the next time you hold a pen, you remember the absolutely incredible potential waiting right there in its ink.